back to another episode of
Put a Lido on it.
I'm Ty, and this is my
Lido.
guest.
Oh, I'm Tifa.
Today is
awkward to
Tifa
be-
Lido. I know, right?
Tifa Lido.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The on them city. But anywho, English is hard.
Yeah, no. Man.
Actually, whenever you're around, I'm like dyslexic all of a sudden.
Dyslexia is with reading, bro.
I don't know. English is hard. Let
Okay.
me speak it. But anywho, thank you so much for coming to another episode. Yep, we post a video every Friday at 7 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. And please don't be shy. Make sure you hit that notification button, comment, subscribe, even comment topics that we can talk about. Because obviously you can see we're already in the spirit
Already
of
jiggling
the
away.
season. But we're going to be a bit more somewhat detailed about today's topic.
Oof.
So Tifa, what are we talking about?
Okay, so because it's the festive season, office Christmas parties are upon us.
Yes, they are. And as great as they are, they come with their
As
own
you know, the
baggage.
employer has the very nice, initiative to give back to us,
Yeah.
Here, here's a little something. You've been working a little bit so hard.
Right,
Here you go, lad.
right.
And then sometimes we use this time to make a ruckus.
They give us an inch.
We go 20 miles. And so we're gonna tell now about things that we've heard of, things that we've experienced in the workforce.
Yeah.
And don't I have a lot? I have plenty. Okay, so we'll just start off with probably like what, 5?
Probably 5. I would say most things that one could expect at Christmas parties is like, I don't know, but this is, I've only been in the workforce for 2 years, okay?
Right.
But this is things that I've heard about.
Oh, okay.
From my cousins.
All right.
From my aunties. And they say it's not safe sometimes, especially if you're just in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend. Because things can get started up in those places, okay? Because once there's enough liquid courage in someone's system, they really think they can just walk up to anybody and say anything.
Oof.
Especially when it comes to the work wife and husband.
Okay. we're hitting the heavy hitters,
We're really hitting the heavy hitters for this one here.
I feel like, this is the time where usually
Yeah.
people have the courage or the idiocracy to just like think, oh, I can do this today, but tomorrow I don't have to see you again.
I don't have to
Bro,
worry.
don't do it. Kid, don't do it. It's silly.
One example of that is where you think you can talk to your manager anyhow just because it's a party.
Yeah.
Okay, probably don't do that because you want to stay employed at said company.
Yeah.
Let's just try avoid in doing that. That's the biggest don't, I would say. One of the biggest don'ts.
I've even experienced the guy who comes up and, he says he's the best. I'm the best. I'm looking at him like, you don't even know your name, bro. Like, what you on about, brother? Relax. So, yeah, that's one. Talking to your manager, asking for a raise, stuff like that. Like confronting them. If you can't really do it when you're sober,
Yeah.
don't do it when you're drunk, okay?
Don't do that.
Have a person there to just be standing there like, whoop! And I feel like this is going to be one of the most craziest ones too is, when you just want to, this person wronged you during the year,
Yeah.
and you gather your little mob and you guys plan to do something evil to this person.
Yeah, for
and it's
sure.
usually something physical, which we do not want you to do.
Neither do we condone it.
Yes, kere, please, never do that. Okay? Where you hash out things that you were supposed to do. Like, this fella Sarao is the one who took away my bonus the other day. Oh. Okay? Because if we have to do that, bro, it'll be a long list of never-nevers.
Exactly.
And remember, the office Christmas party is like one day.
Ew.
You have to come
You
back
have to come back the next
the
day.
next day.
Let's not do that, honey.
There's also
Yeah.
having the Christmas party in the middle of the week.
Ooh.
I've only heard of this.
Right?
Can you imagine that? Because like venues are cheaper.
True. That's fair.
Like it's because of the timelines
Yeah.
and whatnot. Probably they have other stuff that they have to do on the weekends.
Yeah.
So having a Christmas party during the middle of the week, just don't stay past 11.
Oh, yeah.
That's the biggest don't.
Especially if you have work the next day and you don't have the day off.
Yes.
Then you are just setting yourself up for the disaster, bestie.
They might be giving you leeway, but they also might be setting a trap for you to fall. Okay? So don't take that 1,000 miles. Just slowly.
Itty-bitty steps.
Itty-bitty steps,
Itty-bitty
exactly.
steps, okay? What was I don't know, what was like one of your experiences? See, okay.
Okay.
I want to talk about my first
Wow.
experience. I want to see
Wow.
how your first experience. Yeah, we're putting each other on the spot. I want to talk to me, bestie.
Okay, so my very first experience was, coming into the workforce. I had that little office romance thingy going on.
Oh, wow.
So this girl comes up to me and she's like, she was like, look at this. These are like lacy foot thingies.
Yeah.
With those socks.
Oh, the stockings.
The stockings. And I was a bit tipsy at this point. I did not know what I was doing. And I full on belted back to her. And this is the problem about office Christmas parties. There were people around me.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I'm sorry, mom. I was like, yeah? I'm gonna bite it off with my teeth. Bro, who do you think you are? Saying stuff like that. Bite it off with my teeth.
It's the density.
Bro, and I'm like, there's a pair of sisters at work.
Yeah.
And we all live in the same area.
Right.
They were just like, you know what? You got it, boy. And they were like, get me out of there. They saved me.
They saved you. They stay looking out.
Right now, like at that point, Tifa was gone, boy.
He was no longer
It was
with
my
us.
first Christmas party. I was like, I was happy. I was making money.
Vibes.
La-di-da-di-da. And then I thought I could speak to women that way. Don't speak to women that way.
Come to think of it, in general, Tifa cannot speak to like women.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's hard. But you
So
know what?
when liquid carriage hits, okay, we're gonna snip it because I care about Tifa.
You care about me. So that was my very first
Yeah,
Christmas
yeah.
party. I don't know about you
This is in the
though.
wild.
Okay.
Okay,
Spill yours then.
Actually, my first Christmas party, because it was my first time. First of all, it was my first year working, so it was my first Christmas party. So Miss Miam, she was very,
demure.
very demure,
Oh.
very cutesy.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're just like,
I was just observing. Like
Okay.
me, I was very big on observing on my first year working because I wanted to scope the landscape. I wanted to see, okay,
Right.
this is the kind of person, this is how they get, this is how they have fun. And probably not my kind of fun, so I'm just gonna hang back a bit. Like that's basically what I did for my first Christmas party.
Okay.
From some of the things.
So
I've
you were
heard
bored.
over
You
the
didn't
years-
choose to live.
I didn't because I live in fear all the time.
I feel like besides being the people who scope,
Right?
like you scoped out the landscape. There's another lot that we don't really talk about.
Yeah.
The hoarders, the gang who hoard all the tao to take
Oh
it
my
home.
gosh,
Like, bro,
yes.
just because it's there doesn't mean that you have to finish it all. Like, there's other people too, brother. And in true Fijianness, the takeaway packs. I
We're
hope.
already asking for the takeaway packs as we're lining up
Yeah.
to eat.
And then you towing, you're taking your plate, your takeaway plate is here, and then you're just going, and then you're like, some more. And then there's like hundreds of gang at the back. Like, don't do that, boy. Don't do
Don't do
that.
that. Let's be considerate. Let's
Please.
be mindful.
Gory.
Be cutesy. Yes. Okay. When it comes to Christmas parties, which industry do you think does it best?
Ooh, industry as in what workplace?
What trade or what workplace does it best?
Bro, you know what? That's a very hard one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the gang who have the most, settled, sane kind of
True.
the regimented, is that the word? Is that a word? Regiment?
It's a word, but I don't know if it fits.
Okay, the regular timetable gang.
Right. Oh,
Thanks,
like the
producer.
normal 9 to 5.
Yeah, you come, you hit out you don't go anywhere, you come to your same block, doing this, doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like those gang are wild.
True.
Like, I'm not too sure. I haven't been to an accountant's Christmas party, but I bet it's a blast.
Bro,
you crunching numbers the whole day.
Numbers. That's stressful situations.
You doing your whole balancing the books and whatnot. So I feel like, for me, it's someone in the financial district.
That's fair.
Maybe a banker. And I know a couple of bankers.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm going to put this on business, 10 toes down, along with my hands, which is going to be looking weird.
A little bit zesty.
Bankers. I know a couple of bankers.
Oh, okay, and they
you
know how to
yourself
party.
too. Oh, darling, they have split personalities. The whole shebang.
I'm here for it. I am here for it. Okay, I wouldn't know, but I definitely, so far from what I've seen, I reckon people in media know how to party as well. Because one thing's for sure, though,
Yeah, true.
we do have to hold a certain decorum when we're in front of the camera,
Yep.
and behind a mic, on a stage. We present ourselves in a certain way. So sometimes when we need to just let
loose and get carried away.
what he said, we do get getting carried away. Okay,
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's the basic two. For me,
Basic too, yeah.
I feel like there are others.
But if you can
But
think of any, drop it in
yeah.
the comments, okay? Don't be shy.
Drop it down low, like the Christmas party floor. Yeah, boss! See, you don't do this. You're done, boy.
You're done.
You're done.
But anyway, anything else that's pretty like prominent that happens at Christmas parties? That you can think
I
of?
feel like the recognition. I feel like, you know what? We're there to chow and like drink, right?
Yeah.
Keep the speeches at a
Minimum.
minimum, bro. We don't need to thank every man and his dog. Okay? I get it. I'm a good worker.
I get it. I've done my deals for the
Ew.
company, but
I'm clocking in the time.
trying to eat.
Can you just do a program where we are eating while you're doing your speech?
Yeah.
Something like that. And I feel like, those programs, if we can just shorten them, I would love a lot of more family-oriented Christmas party.
That is true.
Because most organizations, they don't have plus ones.
Oh my gosh, yes. I just heard about a company over the weekend that had their Christmas party and they didn't allow plus ones. I was like, yo, they're not very considerate of the insecure partners.
And I feel like with those kind of industries, those are the, like safe ones. With media,
Yeah, I guess.
you have to bring your partner. Your partner needs to be there, bolted right next to you, carried away. But a lot of more family-oriented ones. That would be my ideal Christmas party. They usually call them fun days,
Right.
but they're not like a Christmas party vibes. Where we all sit as a family.
Yeah.
The company thanks us because usually this is the way the big boss comes up and shows his
appreciation to you, your family.
Like, hey, you've been doing good.
Yes.
Though the global economy said that we won't be making it this year.
You know what? That actually reminds me of one Christmas party my uncle had like a couple of years ago. Their department actually booked out a couple of villas at Warwick. So them and a few of their kids and their wives, they could come in and they could spend the weekend. And honestly,
I don't work in that company.
I know, right?
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'm a kid too. I'm 12 years old. I just look oversized. But I've heard of companies that actually do have like very nice getaways for their Christmas parties. It's really, really nice. I feel like that's an initiative that a lot of companies should adopt if they have the budget.
But I feel like the current one, we still need the stories.
Yeah,
we still need
true.
the goss.
We do.
Okay?
We need something to talk about into the new year.
The new year. Okay? Coming to the new year.
Good.
We have the toilet on the steps. Gue rival sama tumpah tas taki. Wow, what the heck, bro.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. We honestly...
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be my last time. I get chaotic.
I think
I'm just like
petty now with Tifa because I really enjoyed today's episode and I hope you did too. So please make sure you clock in every Friday at 7 p.m. on either YouTube or Facebook because we'll be talking about everything that one could possibly need to know, especially during the festive season. So, from Tifa and I, laters.